You're just a cheap knockoff.
Oh, no.
I'm the upgrade.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Big King Taurus, and this is a review of the Masterverse Wave 12 Battle Armor He-Man from the Netflix series Masters of the Universe Revolution. In 2021, the first wave of Masterverse was released, which included He-Man from the Netflix show Masters of the Universe Revelation. I reviewed He-Man on this channel several years ago. While my review was mostly favorable, Wave 1 He-Man is usually regarded as a bad figure. Many people took issues with such things as the figure's skin tone, as well as the head sculpt. Fast forward to San Diego Comic-Con 2023, a new Masterverse figure for He-Man was revealed. This was for the upcoming sequel series to Revelation called Revolution. Of note, this new He-Man figure sported a new head sculpt, a battle axe that was faithful to the design of the vintage battle axe, as well as removable battle armor with a removable chest plate to mimic the action feature of the vintage figure, similar to what was done in Masters of the Universe Classics. He would be released to retail in 2024 in Wave 12 of Masterverse, and we're taking a look at him today. Battle Armor He-Man comes in the updated Masterverse packaging style that was introduced in Wave 11. The packaging now features character artwork on the front. He-Man and his battle axe are visible through the window. Masters of the Universe Revolution logo is displayed prominently, and the name Battle Armor He-Man featured in the lower left corner. The back of the package now features a 3D render of the figure in an action pose. Features of the figure are highlighted on the box's left side in 3 smaller tiles. There's also a small character portrait alongside a small bio of the figure, as well as a cross-sell of the other figures in this wave. The left side of the box does still feature character artwork, a portrait of He-Man at the top and the overall character below. Since we don't dwell too long on packaging on this channel, let's free He-Man. He-Man comes packed with a brand new sculpt of his signature harness, the second removable chest plate for his battle armor, a pair of closed fists, and a battle axe that is a brand new sculpt. The inner cardboard tray illustrates all of the package's contents on the side, and the back briefly shows how to remove the battle armor and how to swap the chest plates. With He-Man out of the package, we can get a better overall look at this figure. He reuses a lot of parts from Wave 1 He-Man: boots, legs, loincloth, belt, arms, and bracers. Where he differs is the new deco for the belt and bracers, new skin tone, a new head sculpt, and a new torso that we will take a look at a little later. Some people have taken issue with the chin on the new face sculpt, claiming it's too big. In my opinion, the chin looks fine in person, and to me looks in line with the animation model, that has a very pronounced chin. The other new thing about him is the battle armor. This He-Man is the second Battle Armor He-Man in Masterverse, the first being New Eternia Battle Armor He-Man. This time, however, the battle armor is a separate piece that can be removed similar to the battle armor in Classics and not integrated into the torso itself like the New Eternia version. The battle armor is removable by unclipping all 4 clips located on his shoulders and under his arms. With the battle armor removed, the chest plate is easily removed by pushing it out from the inside, and the new chest plate is simply pressed into position. He-Man can be displayed with his armor still in its undamaged condition or with battle damage. He-Man also includes a new harness that he can wear instead of the battle armor if you prefer him in his more traditional appearance. The new harness is slightly thicker, more detailed, and fastens closed with pegs instead of the adjustable straps of the first Masterverse He-Man. Now let's place both He-Man figures side by side. While both figures are supposed to be of the same character, the differences are very apparent. The newer skin tone is a vast improvement of the jaundiced look of the first He-Man and is much closer to the animation model. The face of Battle Armor He-Man is also a major improvement over Wave 1's less aggressive, more jovial expression. But with the ups also comes the downs. The new color of the belt and arm bracers is inaccurate to the animation model, and the hair looks closer to the style of the Classics He-Man, and not so much the animation model for Revelation and Revolution. Here they are side by side, both wearing the traditional harness to show the differences. The new harness is larger to accommodate the new torso on Battle Armor He-Man. The detail on the new harness is much sharper and is a darker, more metallic gray. The new harness can also accommodate the power sword if you decide to display him with it. Removing the harness, we can see the new torso. This new torso is larger, sporting wider shoulders, bigger pecs, and larger trapezius muscles. The build on this newer version is closer to the animation model than the previous version, which has been seen as small by many others. He-Man's only included weapon is his battle axe. This battle axe is an homage to the design of the vintage battle axe. Here we can see it side by side with one of the new Eternia He-Man axes. We can see that they both obviously take inspiration from the same source. It's a welcome addition to his arsenal and is painted in a dark gray with silver highlighted details. If you want to, and if you have them, you can arm him up with the power sword and the shield from Wave 1 He-Man. If you have him displayed in his harness, you can have him loaded up with all weapons. Hands are removable and can be swapped with the included set of fists. Head is removable and can be swapped with other Masterverse heads as well as heads from Origins figures as well. Bringing out the ruler, Battle Armor He-Man stands at just a little over 7 1/4 inches tall. Let's go over He-Man's articulation. His head rotates 360 degrees and looks up and down. Upper torso is on a rocker joint. Waist rotates 360 degrees. Arms rotate 360 degrees and swivel on a hinge. 360-degree rotation at the bicep and double-jointed elbow. Wrists rotate 360 degrees and swivel on a hinge. Hips can drop down. Legs can kick forward and to the side. 360-degree rotation at the hip. Double-jointed knees. 360-degree rotation at the boot cut. And lastly, ankles move forwards and backwards and the ankle pivots. A proper review wouldn't be complete without comparing him to other figures. Here he is next to Masterverse New Eternia Viking He-Man and New Eternia Battle Armor He-Man. It's interesting to see how we have two very different interpretations of Battle Armor He-Man within the same line. I like that we can have multiple interpretations of an idea within the same figure line. Here he is next to New Eternia Thunder Punch He-Man and New Eternia Flying Fist He-Man. And here he is next to Classics He-Man and Origins Battle Armor He-Man. I think it's interesting how the Masterverse He-Man's hair looks more in line with Classics He-Man than it does with the animation model for the Revelation and Revolution shows. While the Origins figures has had to make concessions to implement the gimmick from the vintage figure, it's still pretty faithful, so it's pretty good seeing the Masterverse figure execute the battle armor pretty faithfully to the vintage design. Here he is once again next to Wave 1 Masterverse He-Man, alongside the deluxe Masterverse Target exclusive Savage He-Man, the first He-Man variant in the Masterverse line. Like I explained earlier, Battle Armor He-Man makes some improvements such as the face sculpt, skin tone, and featuring a bigger torso, but it also strays from the animation model. I don't think those differences make this a bad figure by any means, it's just worth pointing out. Finally, here he is alongside the rest of his wave mates, New Eternia Mechanic, New Eternia Triclops, and Revolution King Keldor. And now for my final thoughts. Battle Armor He-Man is a great figure and in many ways improves on the first Masterverse release. The new torso gives He-Man a beefier, more imposing silhouette than the previous torso that has been used throughout the line. The battle armor being removable and the included harness is an added bonus as it allows for different display options. In my opinion, he's a great modern interpretation of the classic He-Man design. My only minor gripe is that he doesn't include the power sword, but this actually makes sense in the context of his appearance as Battle Armor He-Man in Masters of the Universe Revolution. If you do have spare weapons, you can display them with the figure. Battle Armor He-Man released back in 2024 and may be a little harder to get, but from time to time I see him on random store shelves and he's fairly easy to get online for decent prices. If you have enjoyed this video, please give it a like, comment down below, and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm Big King Tars, and thank you for watching.